If you're a fan of Stellar Blade, if you're a fan of NIKKE, if you're a fan of hot waifus, action RPGs, open worlds, then you're gonna love this. This right here, this changes everything. Let's go ahead and take a look. Project Spirits is the next flagship title from the makers of NIKKE and Stellar Blade. Wait, hold on chat. Wait a second. 9 months ago, I did a video titled NIKKE's massive new open world gacha, right? I went over information we had specifically pertaining to recruitment for a new NIKKE open world game. I was really excited for this because NIKKE is my favorite gacha game. I covered everything that they were doing. But now, Shift Up, the creators of NIKKE and Stellar Blade, have confirmed their next flagship title is Project Spirits. And is this dude, this is the artwork for the game. Oh my God, it looks good. Oh my God, wow. I don't know how many of you played the MMO Blade and Soul, but this looks exactly like it. Now, the character designer for Blade and Soul also did the character designs for NIKKE, did the character designs for Stellar Blade, and also did the character designs for another game that is, I think, like 20 years old now called Magna Carta. That was the first game I played from that character designer, and his work there was incredible. This right here looks insane. And so I don't know if Project Spirits is the open world gacha that they were claiming was going to be the new NIKKE gacha, but it definitely shares a strong resemblance to not only Blade and Soul, but also Destiny Child. Not the band, by the way, with Beyonce, but Destiny Child was a gacha game that shut down from Shift Up just before they, or during the process of NIKKE's development. And the character designs here look very eerily reminiscent of them. I'm not gonna click them actually because I know it's a very not safe for work game. Okay, so we do have information on it though, chat. Your first look at Project Spirits, the next flagship title from the makers of Stellar Blade. In addition to its previously announced Stellar Blade sequel, which all chat is gonna be fucking great, and continued development of its titillating chat, NIKKE is a titillating game. Korean developer Shift Up has been working on a third named Project Witches. Wait, is it Project Witches or Project Spirits? Wait, hold on. Third game named Project Witches, but they state it's, oh, it was being called Project Witches. That title has now been renamed Project Spirits. Here's your first look at its artwork. The game is being described as a subculture cross-platform title which embraces Eastern fantasy. And I can see that by looking at least the character on the left definitely looks very Eastern inspired, but the character on the right not so much. The blurb continues, as a new intellectual property following Stellar Blade and NIKKE, it is currently in development as a top-tier quality game from the industry, building on Shift Up's proven track record and expertise in IP creation demonstrated through previous projects. The company is currently recruiting for the release across a number of roles, including, okay, we're gonna take a look at that. It specifically mentions proficiency with Unreal Engine 5, chat, so it's gonna look better than Wuthering Waves. Chat, with the character design potential from NIKKE and Stellar Blade, with a potential for a better looking game than Wuwa, oh my God, this is the next big gacha. And not what? Neverness to what? Azure Pro what? No. Project Spirits, chat. It's gonna be open world, chat. This is it. Open world JRPG inspired Unreal Engine 5 game. That is what I was covering. That was the NIKKE gacha. Shit, they're doing it. Oh, damn. Remind me of Blade and Soul outfits. I know, right? That's what I said, yeah. This will be Shift Up's answer to Genshin Impact. Delivering dude, it doesn't need an answer to Genshin Impact. Let's be honest. Genshin Impact has significant competition right now. This needs to be competition to Ananta, Neverness, Azure Pamelia, Silver Palace, and Arknight's Enfield. That's what this needs to be competition to. Wuthering Waves has shown that competitors can reach Genshin, and that Genshin can drop and be defeated. So these new games that are all coming out, they're gonna take a chunk from Genshin, and then Genshin is gonna kind of fade into obscurity, just like Wuthering Waves will eventually too. Just like every major gacha game will eventually. That's how things move. You only remain relevant for so long. You don't need to be a Genshin killer anymore. You need to be better than the next generation that's coming. Across a variety of different hardware specifications from smartphones all the way to consoles. So they're planning a console release for this too. The devs say they're aiming for 2027. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. This is the game I was talking about. This was the massive new open world NIKKE Gacha I was talking about. Let's take a look though. What are they recruiting for? Let's translate the page. Before we go any further, I do want to take a moment here to thank all of my incredible patrons over on Patreon and my YouTube channel members who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are absolutely phenomenal, and I genuinely cannot thank you all enough for the support. For their next generation title, Project Spirit. We want to create games that will be recognized worldwide, together with people who have the will to create the best games. I have no doubt. Qualifications: 2 years of experience directing movies, games, or animation. Someone who can create cutscenes using 3ds Max or Unreal Engine. Someone who understands the character's personality. And yes, in NIKKE and Stellar Blade, the character personality is imperative to your game overall. High level of sense. Gotcha. Sensible people. Person with a high level understanding of the strong characters of Shift Up style. Yeah, big titties. There's nothing else, just big titties. I think we all have a very significant understanding of, you know, strong characters in Shift Up style. Someone who's active in collaboration and communication with other teams. Those who have played games with a lot of narrative directions such as Genshin Impact, Claire Obscura, Expedition 33, and Zenris Zone Zero. Interesting, they note Genshin Story. Please God, no. Please God, no. Zenless, sure. Zenres Zone Zero, sure. I would love to, yeah. If they want to go the Zenres Zone Zero route, chat, sure. Yep, I am down. Zenless has a great story. Genshin, no. Please God, no. Expedition 33 though? Okay, sure. That would be awesome. Yes. With film previs or directing experience, produce animations, or receive movesets, experiencing concept video and scene visualization using AI generation tools. That's just scene visualization. It's not actual in-game, the creation of in-game assets. Okay, they're looking for a screenwriter. So this was a previs artist. This is a screenwriter. Main and sub storylines and characters suitable for Eastern fantasy. Detailed character settings that fit the story. Quest flow and event scenario writing. Narrative elements such as voice lines, cutscenes, and text log. Okay, so it's good to see that they're gonna have voice acting. Nice. Create characters that you can't help but love. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's NIKKE in a nutshell. Write a story that builds up the story and retrieves debate at the end of the story. Okay, cool. Character artists. Okay, let's see. Clothing, weapons, accessory designs with more than 2 years experience. Background artist, monster artist, level designer, lead content planner. Okay, this I think might be where it's important. Planning core content systems for large-scale subculture RPGs. Design and balance game mechanics centered on exploration, growth, and interaction. That's pretty important. So that goes to show there's gonna be a lot of exploration, there's gonna be a lot of interaction, either between characters and the environment or just characters in general. Design the flow and repetition of new content, such as quests, collections, combat content. Okay, that sounds really cool. High level of understanding of open world genres. That's very important as well. Experience planning JRPGs or anime style games. So this is still gonna be an anime game, chat. It's not gonna be like, so evidently based off of this, we know it's not gonna look like Stellar Blade. So they're definitely opting not to have it look like Stellar Blade and use that more three-dimensional style of game. They're definitely focusing more on an anime aesthetic, which is cool. It's good. Those who play Genshin, Ming Dynasty, Zenless, Ghost of Tsushima, Goddess of Victory, NIKKE, and Stellar Blade enthusiastic. This all sounds really cool. Genuinely, this all looks and sounds really cool. Super excited. I love NIKKE. I can't wait to play another Shift Up Gacha. That is gonna be open world. I hope, yeah, I'm hoping for the best, man. Did it say anything about combat? Shit, I forgot to look. Wait, battle planner. Okay, wait, here we go. Dynamic, deep combat system designed across a variety of genres and styles. Skill and action design that reflects each character's personality. Action combat system, chat. Open world, anime, big titty, action combat. Voice acting, story driven. Lots of interaction. There you go. A unique fighting style and growth system for each character. Lots of character diversity, great to hear. Sustainable meta design and balance system. Okay, sweet. Recognized by the Action Game Recognition Association. So this is definitely gonna be an action game. Yep, an action, yep. Nice. It's in its infancy. It is, but they are planning to release by 2027. They have 2 years to finish this. They're recruiting and I hope they can get it done. Yes. What is this comment? Another titillating one. All gamers like, yes, they understand us because all we want in our games are titties because we don't know what porn is. What is that comment, dude? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What is wrong with enjoying boobs? What is wrong with that? Is that so bad? It'll make a crap ton of money just like NIKKE. Yep. Breath of fresh air to see a realistic depiction of an everyday woman. Yeah. This face right here. It was my face after reading that comment. Oh. How embarrassing. Secondhand embarrassment? Anime is so creepy. I don't get the hate for that, man. What? Anime is creepy? I don't know, the comment section for push square is a bit weird, chat. Now they very well might fuck this up, but Shift Up are pretty damn good and I have my hopes very high. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you are not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.